Asenvusele maswahla mahle nanamuhla kulesihlanu on a beautiful Friday. Happy Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Ngiyakhumbula kulamanye amalanga ngisasebenza nasipesihle kolunye ihlelo avela athi thank God it's Friday.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday.
Oh yeah, thank God it's a Friday, beautiful Friday afternoon at the Mavuso Trade and Exhibition Center. It's a spring Friday. It's about to be the Maswahla Mahle lapho lamsakato ngifuna khona sikanelise Mavuso Trade and Exhibition Center. Sitawusakata kusukela manje kuze kuchaye insimbi yesine enzambama. Sipesihle akubingelele sawubona.
Ngiyabonga namhlanje siyaphila kakhulu it's a Friday. It's a happy Friday.
Yeah. Sandwiches lebhola limatima le.
Ngibonile John laba 10 seconds standby ngabona ulula la. Uthi manje kulo wami ngisisa ukuthi sivele ngeke into yakho nje. We're looking really lovely in our EITF t-shirts. Yeah, sotaba khona lokunye nokunene John lokutaba kuhle ikakhulu lokuhambelana nalogo lesitawukwenda sengumsakazo, right?
Of course, especially kuningi kakhulu maswahla mahle ma developments eminyaka wanga 2018 sibonile nama companies lamanyende ikakhulu njengoba sivele sila trade fair. We can safely say it's especially, and I think I spoke to Swazi Mobile yesterday. They have changed their name also to Eswatini. Mobile, you know, exactly. And not that this is surprising, but in Jagusho, the Maswati, never parts of the Tinkapani, Bahamba will not be the Makumele Korean Yama, whatever Maswati, Shinjan, suddenly Magna, you know. And I've been speaking to quite a number of people, Swaziland, Swazi, Watwat, and Babutautan Shinjani. And of course, many of them are undertaking the due processes in terms of making sure that the brand is totally refreshed and changed like we have been doing. Exactly.
Ngibone leliphepha namuhla Times of Swaziland John ibhalile ukuthi ingonyama yathakasa kakhulu nayifika estandini saka Swazi Bank ikhaza ukuthi libhange selishintshe nje ligama lonke say Eswatini Savings and Development Bank instead of Eswatini Bank lokusho kona ukuthi sive vele senta lokunyenti kakhulu dingapani nato kwenta siqiniseko sokuthi nembala sivile sahleka indlebe singamaswati savele salandzela senta lokoshiwe ingonyama mhlati lishumi nemfica enyangeni yamabasa na ingonyama isiphile nathi sisive semaswati ukuthi asigubhe lusuku lwayo lwekutalwa kanye ngokuthi siphize futhi sigubhe naye liphethe lebomaka iminyaka lengemashumi lasihlanu selokusakhululeka silive leSwatini labanye ke John bebabuta lokuthi Eswatini ngitsike mina lo watini lo ngoba mhlawumbe lomunye uyabona abantu futhi kakhulu basi watini ngitsike mina ukuthi kusho ukuthi watini wena yini thina lesingakunika yona nokulwazi sekusakala.
Gumnanzi specifically that's a different perspective namle bengakayinaki but ngiyabona lokuthi it is a challenge that we also throw Maswatini ukuthi because when they know something and that they can bring it to us to amplify ukuthi bekwatiwa ngumuntu munye but masawutshela lo msakato sekungadiwa abantu labanyende you know tell me so I can tell the world
exactly watini
kanti ke maswahla mahle sikhulumisa ngetinza badala okwendekako ke Mavuso Trade and Exhibition Center namuhla itolo specifically bekunegigi angathi noma bekunegigi lapha ngendawo beyila itolo igigi specific igigi ke sithethe ke camera sahamba sayothebula specifically bekune line up lematima ma artists la ekhaya lamanyende bo KRTC bo Zamo Sons Amanda Mobo lo Malungelo and so many others you know which we are going to be showcasing on the show today indeed on the show today. I want us John to pay particular focus kuna artist eqala mhlambe lesitaqala ngayo lenguzamo unomzamo wakadlamini uthi tena wafika ngengoma yakhe utolobolangani ungenamali you know wabangizaza kodwa ke ulishintshile igama lakhe nyalo senguzamo ngifuna nje lokuthi mhlawumbe ngikuchaze John kancane ukuthi kulesi sikhathi kubalekile ukuthi nangumhlabeleli ubuke letinye izinto ezitendeka koceleni kwakho nomzamo ushintshe igama lakhe lekusuka ukuthi abe ngizaza kulandela ukuthi kukhona phela umhlabeleli weNingizimu Afrika ngoba naye wasuka la eSwatini wayohlabela eNingizimu Afrika you know wahlabela neJoy Celebration so I think she got there and she became Nomzamo.
Exactly.
Yes, and then so she njeke kulokuba Nomzamo wabuyela wabangizamo. Yes, but I think into lesiyithola kodwa specifically njengoba usho uzama ukuthi establish as something that's going to be unique, you know, ekuhambeni kwalendlela yakhe angathi khansi kumbe ngoba bona sekafanananisa nalomunye yes you know
kube mhlambe besingalithola thuba lekhuluma naye lomuhla besingambuta ukuthi ngoba uyadini ukuthi sowusukile vele ukuthi uya celebration
ngivile
ngivile
ngoba uma sekasuka endzaweni let's say ukuthi bengikwathi ungimake zibani so uyaphike manje noma into letisha ngaleto especially when people move usually it's for greener pastures you know and we believe na kuye nomzamo nomazamo ukuthi kukhona lokuhle lokwentekayo empilweni yakhe start ikhulumisa ke lento maswatlamathe sinikhombise ke njengoba ngisho we have a lineup yazamo KRTC Chibo, Sense, Amanda Mo, Nomalungelo, Big Dreams, kanye ke na Boloja. Lesikhonile ke kuba khulumisa itolo and then a bit of some entertainment mabase stage sibakhonile ke kubathatha ba performers basically. I think le lineup yethu namuhla is quite interesting. Kanti ke siphinde sikhulume na Cardi B. Lo wathi kakhulu ngento ekulungisa lamagigi eSwatini. Kanti ke sitawukhulumisa nalelinye elijale bathi ngobethi munya uyiwa. Litawukhulumisa indaba yencwadi le ibhaliwe lethi Dare to Dream. It's a trade fair specifically, and when I saw this book, I said to myself, we need to speak to him, you know, to challenge people, you know. But especially about give up here, you know. I'm not saying people should quit employment, go and start businesses, you know. But you know the inbuilt or inherent potential that's in each and every one of us. It's so big, we can start our own companies, you know. But it's a saba sometimes, you know. So we are saying with this book, Dare to Dream. How can you start on this journey? Yeah.
Dare yourself to dream. Kunjalo maswatla mahle kusho ukuthi nje kulesikhathi samanje sitawusuke kumida imathe kanti ke nasibuya sibuya ikakhulu sesibuka yena Zamoy umhlabeleli walapha ekhaya eSwatini kodwa ke lo saseveni leNingizimu Afrika kodwa ke Solomon uliswati Zamoy next.
And she was gone. She was only 17. Basta libang she was so innocent, beautiful, so intelligent. But circumstances led to her distraction. When the bangani baby, what you mix her with the wrong crowd, yeah. She took her dreams, put them in a bin, and threw them away. This is a story of a young, intelligent mind, yeah. Gone to waste, now buried 6 feet underground. Now we are not telling, now we are see. Now we are somebody said a prayer for her. Now we are not telling, now we are see. Now we are somebody said a prayer for her. Started wearing less clothes.
Kulomnyaka Zamoy kaDlamini ushile Joy Celebration licembuni bekasolanalo iminyaka lemine ukhiqitile liplate lelisha lelibitwa ngokuthi inhlanyelo The Seed bantu bangayithola eNingizimu Afrika bangayithola nala ekhaya ngicabanga ukuthi kakhona and yacishe nje ngilo kakhulu
Kinyembe tikam yosuwa ngobani Lobo tumulon uyapole ngobani Yeni gasawo ungipole hletiyo Yewe nungeni gasawo ungipole hletiyo Sometimes impacta dako shiyata Otu tase kunge wako shiyawa Sasa nalo tango lako shiyalwa Yewe nungeni ngatawo ungipulitikiyo Uyangesanza kansunema usanza labanye Wachela bagitu tongishata kansunema udlala ngami Uyinkosa lechani
leSiswati letigqugqutelako letakhako cishe nje ngathi kuningi lokula ikhathi lokufaka ikhathi ama-experiences ami noma-ke mhlawumbe timvo netingqinamba lengidlule kuto ngatinqoba ngicabanga ukuthi umbukeli nje ekhaya uma ngalithola leli plate impela kukhona lokukhulu la ngakuthola kule nhlanyelo lengiyihlanyelako lengithembako ukuthi itawuhlanyela lutho nakulabanye bantu bakhulise labanye sakhaneni sichubeke nje sibe sive lesihle nalesicofo. From here, obviously we're promoting the album. There's more music coming. I've already started writing new songs for the next album. And
try to bash you, discourage you, but to this day, you persevere through it all. You are unstoppable. In this sense, one
Mbukeli njengoba sisolo sisho sithi umnyaka wa-2018 ngumnyaka nembala lomkhulu kakhulu ekhaya eSwatini ngoba bese sekukhanzana nanemikhosi nemicimbi nemikhulu nanetendeko netihle kakhulu nasikhuluma eSwatini kule minyaka lesihlanu nedana umnyaka womkhetho lesikhundleni kwalesekwabekile lapha eshowini njengomnyaka ibandla lekhetho tawukhulumisana nalesive njengoba sesengile esigabeni nesibhaliwe kakhulu salo mkhetho. Sifuna ukuba ukuthi ngabe kuyiphi leminye imibuto mbambamba nekuthiwa siyive lesifuna ukuqinisekisa ukuthi senta into leyo mhluzana mkhetho mhla ka-21 Mr. Brenda Right. Sinayeke lokhulumela yona i-EBC Mr. Mbonisi.
Usivusela wena umsakade sivusele nemaswati emagumbini lamanje omhlaba sibonga lithuba ukuthi sitohlangana sitoxoxa siseshowini la khona eMaswati akhululekile on a very relaxed mood. Kuvisisa letindzaba ngoba lesinye isikhathi siye sithina sixoxa kumabonakude ukhanzela abanye abayitholi ithuba lokuthi bashaye kutowuveta umbuto wabo nobe kutowuvunulisa libandla ngoba babili abamvu lababenefitayo ngulombukeli kuphindze kube nelibandla lelibukeli kuzabe delikhethwa kutfola lembono lokuthi ungahamba njani lo msebenzi siyabonga ukutfola lo
ngithanda nalokuthi indlela lelitibeke ngayo ukuthi nigcame siveni lonyaka embukisweni nilapha ekhathi egroundini engabe sive siyakukhuthalela yini ukuthi nje sitekini sinaso lesibinzi mhlawumbe sekubuta imibuto lethide ngalolu khetho ukuthi nguyiphi leyo mibuto mhlawumbe lebonakala ukuthi iyasishisa sive kulesikhathi leselikhetho
sive siyamangalisana ngalela langa kulomnyaka lophelile bese ngale kulusini basitshela le kulusini ukuthi manje nibhacile lapha asembukelenye indzawo letaba sembonisweni nembala banikati bayo umsebenzi we trade fair babonile lokuthi kungaba kuhle lokuthi sibe khona lapha e-trade fair ekhathi arena nakhona bonke bafuna bendlulu bayasibona bese bayakhumbula ukuthi vele kunenzaba yelukhetho njengalokhu ukukhumbula ukuthi sibuya elukhethweni oluncane primary election mhla ka-25 kuningi eMaswati labonile ngaleso sigaba leso avele ebandleni kutolivunulisa labaningi bayaye bacabanga ukuthi ngema-challenges abakhala ngawo kanti kuvunulisa elibandla ukuthi lo msebenzi utohamba kahle kulesigaba naside siya kuso se-secondary election bayaveta ukuthi ungathi lamalayini wokucala ungabona lokuthi ahamba kahle ibandla bese seliyabuka lokuthi alende indlela yekuthi uma uvelile la e-trade fair kube khona liphepha lesitakunika lona lelitakusida unciphisa kuma elayinini phindze futhi kunciphisa kona lamalayini ngoba kufanele ukuthi sibe ukhona ku-voters roll leli phepha-ke lesikunika lona liyasho ukuthi ukhona kule voters roll liyabuka kule voters roll ukupage bani ngoba ukubheji bani kude ukuthi kutoba melula lokuthi baku-locate kulenazana ngaleyo ndlela liyaheleza line ngoba eMaswati asho ukuthi lengekhathi esiteshini kumelula kuyahambeka kodwa inkinga ilengemuva ngakho-ke libandla libe seseliyalungisa lokuthi hhayi akube ngcono lana kwenenjena nenzaba-ke ye-transport kuhamba imiphakathi yaveta eMaswati lokuthi siyayibonga yona le transport mane ukhanza ukuthi ayisebenzi kahle kuletinye tigodi gcine ingakefiki nekufika sibese-ke nanathi sesiyaphathisa kuwo eMaswati ukuthi leyo ifuna ukuthi siyilungise sisonke kufaka ikhathi netimvuna temcuba ngoba siyaye sitwe ngito asiwadi thina umango wonke eveni kodwa ngibo labadiyo ukuthi kunelikona lelikuphi kukhashanyana kuyahambeka khona noma kunjani nangabe kubonakala ukuthi imoto leyodwana ayikhoni kusisita kahle sibese sesiyabuka ukuthi sijabulungisa njani imoto ukuthi uma ngabe kulesinye siteshi bangu-200 bani sesihle siyiboleka ngema-hour lathide kumbe ngalabo 10 kuya kubo-1 kuya kunasekuyovala kutokhona lokuhambisa labantu bangeme isikhathi leside esiteshini baphindze batoma isikhathi leside la kuleli layini bese sekuyawa-discourage eMaswati libandla liyatemukela tonke letincomo lesinikwa ngiso sive siyakhuthatha ukuthi abachubeke baluvunulise libandla lo msebenzi awusiwe libandla lelibuketindzaba delikhetho kodwa walelive walesive ngako lisikhonela kutoseva bona
engabe litisebente njani Mavundla tindzaba letifana naleto la uthole khona kwekuthi labanye baze bathuba ngelikhetho loluncane bathuba kuvota babuyela emakhaya uthole sibatawukhala ke bangconywa bathi mhlawumbe ngangathole amavoti lamanyenti kodwa abantu bajika bangetakhona kuvota lisebente njani lokho
tindzaba letibuhlungu leto libandla litama ngato tonke indlela lokuthi kungasiphithi uma ngabe sekwendeka vele sekwendeka etesakuthini kungako sithi tenyalo asibuke lokuthi how do we become most effective and most efficient in terms of time lakhona sifuna nekukhulisa lama-class la sivotela khona bakhambe ukuthi sesime isikhathi lesithe elayinini linye kanti kube lama-class maningi betawuheleza singene ngabo 4 bese lapho uyabonakala line ukuthi kushaya bo-2 nje sekushaya umoya ngaleli langa lamhla ka-21 bekutabe kuluholide futhi avetile Maswati lenye indzaba yokuthi uyati lapha ebacashi bathi umsebenzi umcoka kakhulu siyabonga lokuthi longangelive inkosi Mswati wesithathu ibe siyalibusisa lelanga lamhla ka-21 September ukuthi akube liholide siyakholwa ukuthi bacashi netisebenti basatawukhulumisana ngoba siyatata ukuthi ikhona imisebenzi lengavali nobe ngalisonto nobe ngaliholide kuthi bamane kwentiwe lawo ma-shift kwatiwe nje sekuseni labasebenta dutane naleso siteshi nalowo msebenzi kucale bona kuyovota batawubuya-ke nasekushaya emini ngabo-10 bo-11 sebatawukhulula laba kufuna ukuthi bayovotela khashane singabakhumbutela ukuthi ititeshi tiyavulwa nga-7 ekuseni tiyawuvalwa nga-7 entsambama siyacela ukuthi Maswati akachubeke siyalibonga lisasasa labalikhombile kuyo yonke le misebenzi nanangulomunye futhi lokhona umsebenzi wekukhankasa siyacela ukuthi akachubeke Maswati awusekele kuyolalela ukuthi athini lamakhetho lesiwakhethile athi lelive sitawuthuthukisa njani lusito kusondzela kubantu litawufika njani nato tonke tindzaba lesitifisile
nembala engabe libandla kukhona leli kwendako Bhembe ikakhulu kuhle nje lihlola livakasha etindzaweni letitsite lapho kukhankaswa khona kuyawuncwadzisa phela labo lokufuna ukuthi bakhankasa ngetindlela letitsite ngivile nanekuthi libandla futhi lifuna nanekwati kahle kokuthi luhla lwakho letimali ulumise njani uthathe le mali mhlawumbe ungasichazela nangaloko
wena vele kwentiwa kusemthethweni Elections Expenses Act ya 2013 lethi kuyawuthi emva kwamalanga lamathathu siphumile elikhethweni oluncane primary election bese lophumelele esigabeni sendvuna yenkundla nesigaba selunga leParliament sebayaveta ukuthi kulo msebenzi wabo wekukhankasa batawusebenzisa imali engakanani yona leyo mali labatayisebenzisa ibuya kubo imali lebheke ukuthi sitayisebenzisa lapha imali leli ikhathi eveni lakangwane akusiyo imali letawuphuma ngaphandle nobeke ula ngekhathi eSwatini uma ngabe unesihlobo lesithi sifuna ukukupha imali babita ngama-donation ukuthi utowuchuba lo msebenzi nayo fanele ukuthi uvete lokuthi nembala nayi imali ngiyamnika abantu ukuthi ahamba owenda lo msebenzi lokhu kwentela ukuthi lolu khetho loba lohlandekile lube hygienic ngoba kulesinye isikhathi ukhanza sekusebenta netimali leti tekukhwabanisa nawo bonke bomani laundering
netinhloso ukuthi umuntu angakunika imali ngekuthi uhlose ukuthi uyomkhushela lokuthite na uthola lesikhundla
kunjalo libandla ke libese selithuma long registrar kokuthi awuluse lo msebenzi ukuthi bonke abantu labangenele lesigaba lesekhankasa bawendile lo msebenzi bonke abantu basebenta within the limit lathi ke umuntu utawusebenta ngayo kude indlo bese soyagabuzela uma ngabe sekathi uyawubona umsebenzi wakho ukuthi hey uyatilana bengicabanga ukuthi ngidawuthi wangiwangu sengathi sewumuze lo msebenzi ngiyadzinga ungeta malini nako ngoba awukavaleki ingcilo umsebenzi ukuthi nangabe ufanele ukuthi ngeta leyo lebonakalako ukuthi iyangeta uphindze futhi ulatise libandla siyajabula nje ukuthi imiphakathi seyicalile kuwenda lo msebenzi lona siyeva kukhona labahambile kulamaviki kunamalanga nje lamathashwana inhlanhla lembi kulokuthi thina sisengalapha eshowini sisengakakhona ukubahambela kuyokuva ukuthi vele live libheka kuphi ngoba ngula lapho ufike ubone khona ukuthi wo kule minyaka lesihlanu live litawuphuma libheke kuphi utfola la kulaba labatawungena banikwe lamagunya uphindze uthole nakule mibuto lechamuka kulamaswati ngoba esigabeni sekukhankasa akukhulumi kuphela lona lotopresenter nobe lona lokhethiwe kodwa kuphindze kukhulume nalamaswati atibutela lokuthi vele uthi sitawusebenta njani njengaloku kunanawo ama-challenges nawo lesinawo eveni embangweni siphuma njani lapho so usho uhlelo lwakho ukuthi nitawuphuma luthini lapho bese uyabona ukuthi cha nembala siya phambili ku-2022
siya embili ku-2022 siyabonga Mavundla kunyenti lebe singakubuta lukhetho seluvele lusonzele lukhetho lolukhulu uMaswati Lamahle njengoba labanye nje bathi buta ukuthi hawu engabe lenki lesolingasuki yona itawendiwa njani sike libandla cha kukhona indlela leti itawendiwa taba ikakhulu kunesiqiniseko sokuthi onke amaswati ayavota kungabonakala ungathi kuneliswati leliphinzako lisike futhi libandla litawunda isiqiniseko nanesekuthi tinvo tihamba kahle lukhethweni lolukhulu kungaphinzeki mhlawumbe lokunye lokubonakele elukhethweni loluncane Maswati Lamahle sitawuthi nje simita emathe sibe siya kuyo iperformance yabholotsha ke naye ngilomunye lohlabeleka mnanzi itolo kuyo igig yayitolo kusihlwa
My album will be different this time. It will consist of 3 series or genres, if not 4. The first one, of course, will be the normal Swazi Soul, which I'm done with recording. And then the second one is Swazi Soul Electro, which is more of the chiga, chiga, you know, because we have to be relevant with time. And then the Swazi Soul Gospel, hence that's why I'm sometimes collaborating with Bondi Tuzo, Bongubogambata, Bob Pegamte. I'm working on an album, you know, about that. And then also it's Swazi Soul Jazz. So all of these genres will be in one CD, one pack. Let me put it like that. It will be a catalog. So that's how I want to release, because I believe that we shouldn't like pin ourselves down and say, no, me, I'm known for this, so I'll sing this. You have to use the talent that God, you know, gave you, to use it fully. My darling, you and I, we are in love. You and I, we happy family. You and I, we have a bright future ahead of us. You and I, we are in love. You and I, we happy family. You and I, we have a bright future ahead of us. Asha Mazamba.
Angithange ngimbona mhleka nje namne madoda Mntwana kethu muhle Wade waba muhle my darling
My mission is one that moved me from engineering, you know, to do music. My mission is one is to, you know, motivate people, to encourage people, to empower people, you know, to talk about the issues that we are facing and address them. Is to change people's lives. Is to talk about God, you know, appreciate God because He's the one who gave us whatever that we have. So it's just like that, even if it's jazz, talks about love, you know, we need to love one another. And, you know, respect as well. Can nakugcina nje masiko ethu simaswati sithandze buve bethu bungithi bethu. Yeah. Where I am, but I'm not where I'm supposed to be. It's still the journey continues. It never ends. I can say, you know, they just have to believe in themselves. You know, the industry, I see ipuka, I see business polish. You know, there are people who are gonna oppress you, who are gonna hate you for being successful, not supporting you, but calling our Jesu nae, bamnyathela. So, but you have to keep focus. Your vision and my vision and my goal is to I want to shine Swaziland, you know, positively, internationally.
Lo madala lo angifundisa igatali Esportini abehlabela kanje Mina ngilale mpetseni Umpethe angiphethe suyangiphethe Mina ngilale emkamelweni Umkamelo uyangikansula mina ngimgibela ibhokisi Wembokela mi Wembokela mi nema Wembokela mi
ukhombisa ke lebakwentako kuteke eMaswati abone ukuthi afake isandla ekubesekeleni bosomabhizinisi ngisahamba ke nanami ngithole ke ithuba ngahlangana ke nalabanye ke labakhangisile khona la eMavuso Trade and Exhibition Center lomunye kwalabo somabhizinisi ubhala ke na incwadi it's a dare to dream. And when I looked at the book, I felt like it was necessary for us to talk about it because bosoma business labanyende labakhona eMavuso Trade and Exhibition Center labaqalako labasaqatfuta labakhulakhulile nalasebakhulile kodwa ke kukhona nalabo labethe kutabuka emathuba ebhizinisi labanye labahambako labayesaba kwaqala emabhizinisi bayesaba ke esikolweni bayesaba kwelatifo letahlukahlukene. What is holding you back? And I think this book is quite an opportunity for us to talk about and to unpack the challenges and the opportunities and the things that you and I can do to get to the next level of our life. The book is by Obet Manyanye, who also runs a consultancy business. Obet, how are you, my brother?
I'm fine, John. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. And how do you do?
I'm fine.
Yeah. Tell me about your exhibition at the trade fair. Is it your first time coming here or?
It's not my first time. I've been exhibiting from, I think, 2012.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah. And what motivates you to keep coming back?
Yeah, what motivates me is the growth that I'm seeing with my business, as well as the people that I'm working with. They are also growing, and they also get motivated as they see me exhibiting at the trade fair. They also get the opportunity to ask themselves, why can they not also be here? And so at the end, you find that bit by bit, each and every year, they also come and exhibit as well.
Of course. And this year's theme is 50 years of connecting traders. And what does this theme really mean to you and your business?
Actually, this is a great milestone that the Kingdom of Eswatini is celebrating this year, celebrating 50 years of independence as well as the 50 years of birthday for our king. It's a milestone that we all have to celebrate together. So I had to make sure that this year I have to be part of the celebration. That's why the book was published in 2018, and I also made sure that I'm also exhibiting in 2018.
Of course. And I know that you are a business person, Obet, and like you have rightly said, your business is growing since you started coming to the trade fair in 2012. But you are also an author of a very interesting book, which, like I was articulating in my introduction, it's a book that can challenge, that can stimulate or motivate me or someone else to do greater things. Tell me about this book.
Okay, this book is a summary of some of the teachings that I give to the young entrepreneurs and the other young people who are not necessarily into entrepreneurship, but they want to see themselves growing personally, financially, and even spiritually in other various aspects of their lives. So this book focuses on quite a number of aspects. That is financial, entrepreneurship. It talks about personal growth, and it also talks about how the mind of a person can control everything that he does or that she does.
Of course. And the title of the book is Dare to Dream. It's a very bold title. And I think it is a statement to someone directly that says, why are you doing what you are doing with your life? You are not supposed to be where you are. Dare to dream. Can you unpack this for me?
Okay. Firstly, a dream on its own is something that happens in the subconscious mind. It's something that happens within inside you, and then it then manifests in the outside when you have realized that I really want to live the life that I'm seeing at the back of my mind. The dreams that you have even when you are actually asleep. But then it has to start with the drive. What drives you to dream a certain dream? So you have to be in a position for you to dream the dreams that will end up coming true. So you have to dare, you have to want, you have to be prepared, you have to be pushed by something so that you actually dream. Dreams, not just nightmares, but dreams that are focusing on the aspects of your life or your business.
All right. And this book is not just about entrepreneurship. It's not just about business, you know. And when you say dare to dream, and I know you are talking about various areas of people's lives, you know, but particularly in the area of business, which is why we are at the trade fair. What are you saying to entrepreneurs? Where do I start? You know, I've seen a lot of people start businesses and fail, you know. Issues of resources, issues of background, and so many other challenges that we face as entrepreneurs and young people, you know. And we do want to start out on business, but there are challenges, you know. When you say dare to dream, are you saying I must ignore the challenges that I am facing? And where do I start from the rushes or the scratches that I'm in?
Okay, I love the part you say, should you ignore the challenges? The truth is you don't have to ignore the challenges. You have to actually face them. You have to analyze your challenges. What is that which is stopping you from starting a business? What is that which is stopping you from being successful in your business? Then you work around solutions. How can I go against these challenges? You have to work through the challenges so that at the end you can give a story of how you passed through the situation. Because something that comes easy, usually it doesn't have a good ending sometimes. But if you go through a process, you understand that the results that you are getting here is because of what you have put into it.
Yeah, and I think I'm looking at one of the chapters in this book. It says, discover your true identity. And I am born as John Perez, you know, and I wake up every morning, I prepare myself, and I go all out there, you know. When someone says discover yourself, what is the true meaning of this discovery?
Okay, you know, there are so many people that are failing to realize what they are capable of because they don't know who they are. Once you discover or identify who you are capable of doing what exactly that person you have identified is supposed to do. Like, for example, I give an example of a lion, right? A lion is a king. So if a lion doesn't identify itself as a lion, or instead it identifies itself as a sheep, it will remain a sheep and it will run away from other lions. But if it identifies itself as a lion, it knows that when it sees a zebra, it has to chase after it. It knows that I'm a king. So if you know your identity, you live according to your identity, and you know that I am meant to be successful. No matter I face a challenge here, but at the end of the day, I'll be successful. You don't have to live someone else's lifestyle. I cannot be John Peters today. I cannot be the other guy tomorrow. I have to be who I am.
Yeah,
Yes.
and one of you are sitting at home is saying, I know Obed is saying all the things he's saying because he's sitting from a privileged position, you know. He doesn't understand the challenges I've gone through. I was born out of poverty, and he's saying I must dare to dream and I must discover myself when poverty has ravished my life, you know. How do I first deal with this? And I'm looking at one of 2 chapters in your book, The Power of the Mind, where you delve deeply with chapters, chapter 13 and chapter 14, you know. And I'm just thinking that perhaps this is the way that, this is a tool or an instrument that all of us can use to rise out of the situations that I'm trying to describe.
Okay, I usually want to tell people about my background so that they can see that nothing is impossible.
Your very own background.
Yes.
Oh.
In the same book, it talks about a situation that I encountered in my life whereby if I meet somebody that I met 20 years ago and I tell him that I've written a book, he can laugh. Why? Because I once sold firewood on the streets, right? I was languishing in poverty, and it was like as if that was my lifestyle. But then deep inside my mind, I knew that I want to be something, I can do better. And then over time, I was working on it. Then I managed to come out of that situation, and I'm still going somewhere. So your background should not limit you to become who you want to be. And once you tell your mind that I want to be successful, you can be successful because your mind is going to control everything else.
Yeah.
So poverty is just a situation that you are now, but your destiny is somewhere very far away from poverty.
Yeah, and I think after the heart, the mind is the greatest gift that God gave to humanity. And like I was saying, in chapter 13 and chapter 14, we are talking about the power of the mind. What is it? What is the uniqueness of the mind that we can all use and become something in life?
Okay. I think there's a statement that says, if you think you can or you can't, you are right. Basically what it means is when you have said something, or if you have told your mind that I am going to do this, right? Eventually that thing is going to manifest. You are going to do it now actually or practically. But if you tell yourself that I can't go to the trade fair because my business is not big enough to go to the trade fair. Eventually you'll find yourself 10 years to come, you haven't been to Mavuso because you told yourself you can't. But if you say I can, next year you find that someone who has never been here will be here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Scientifically, what happens to the mind? I'm not even suggesting that you're a scientist.
Yeah.
What happens to the mind when you tell it this is possible?
Okay, the mind, it is the center of every activity of the body, right? It starts with the mind, it starts with the thought. Then the mind, it sends a message throughout the body. If you think I want to walk, then it tells the legs that let's walk, right? The mind itself cannot walk. Then
the legs cannot start walking before the mind sends a message to the legs to walk.
That will never happen. Just like it works the same way as the computer operates. It has to be processed in the central processing system. Then it is displayed on the screen. So when we see you walking, you have decided in your mind that I want to walk, I want to go somewhere. So the mind, it has got all the information about how the body has to function.
You are also a person in the business space, particularly focusing on nurturing businesses. What is the one thing that you can share with business people that are around the trade fair here, and mostly some of them that are already at home, sitting there thinking, my business is probably not growing and going right, the right direction, you know? What are some of the critical things you would like to share with our viewers to say, yes, your business is challenged, but if you dare to dream, this is what can happen going forward?
Okay, usually, when we are talking about business, there are people who enter into business because of different reasons. If you enter into business because you've got a need that you want to solve for the people, like for the customers, you always find a way of delivering the service or the products to the customer. So many young people, they then face the challenges of maybe where do they start? I always encourage young people, you have to start maybe with what you have. And usually talent, that is something that you have in your hands, or maybe the skills that you have acquired through training at schools or at universities. You can use them for you to start something for your business, rather than you want to go to be a television presenter. Maybe I don't even know what does it take. Then at the end you find that the education that is involved is quite a lot, and then I can't afford it. But if you prepare for it, you are able to deliver whatever you want to deliver to your clients. So usually with the most business people that are failing, either it's lack of knowledge or lack of proper allocation of the resources that they have. There are so many resources around us, but how do you utilize those? That is where most young people, they are failing.
Interesting book indeed. And as we round up, I'd like to give you just 2 seconds and just to say, is someone going to succeed without them knowing where they want to go? You speak about this in your book, the importance of setting goals.
Yeah, goals are very important. They play a big role in giving you the landmarks for which you have to go somewhere, and then you can measure yourself that today I was supposed to be at this position. I'm not yet there. Why? And then you look around. What are the things that are stopping me from being where I want to? So goals, they actually motivate you to know that tomorrow I was supposed to be doing this. So when you come to tomorrow, then have you done what you're supposed to have done? And the goals, they are meant to help your dreams to come true. Dreams, they don't just come true. You set a goal to marry them together with your dreams, then the dreams can then manifest and come true.
Albert, it is so great talking to you here, and I wish we had 30 minutes more just to try and unpack some of the subjects you are discussing in this book. But if one viewer says, I need to read this book, where can they find it?
Okay, currently the book is found at our office. We are currently at Litwaga House in Manzini, first floor, office 109. We are also at Mbabane at Commercial Center, office number 20. It's office number 9. So we are also going to be distributing the book through various bookstores. We are already in the process of delivering to the different bookstores. So it will be available throughout the country, and anyone can even call us and say where are they, and then we can deliver the book.
Albert, thank you so much, my brother, and I just want to wish you all the best in life and in your business.
Thank you so much, John.
Obet manyanye lo baleke na incwadi lethokotisako leyothi ke mawuhlede uyifunza yenda impilo yakho ukuthi engathi ngathatha ngalenye direction labanyenti ba stuck empilweni bamiswe yini. They probably don't have the right friends to inspire them. They probably don't even go to church. They don't attend seminars and so on and so forth. But if you find yourself a good book, you have found yourself a mentor, you found yourself a friend. We shall take a quick break and we'll be back shortly.
Hey, it's your boy, the courtesy of hip hop, and you're watching Eswatini TV.
Bathi ngokholela ngaphandle shema badlale groundini manje bayaclaima hayibo indlela mosinaibo not this kicking and screaming tybo creative not the martial art full time not the partial part he gon' see we not so done with the check 1 2 now we kick and we punch like it's real kung fu.
Yeah, I'm actually working on an album. It's called Features. So every track from the first one to the very last one is just collabos. And you know, I've had the privilege of working with so many different artists like Big Dreams, guys like Kaliwa from Zambia, Brian K from Zimbabwe, and I'm just putting all of that together into one CD so that people can appreciate the music journey, especially the collaboration aspect where Swazi music meets the world.
And so we trade fair. Cause I'm the black Superman, sure, cause I'm the black Superman. I'm geil number fan, Queen Jenga fish, she's a Jenga pep, she's a Jenga kiss. Hey, cause I'm the black Superman. Hey, cause I'm the black Superman.
It's just music from the world, man. It's just like, you know, me expressing the different experiences that I've had with all these different artists and going into all these different places around the world. So in terms of the music itself, it's just me telling my story, but also most importantly is we get to hear the perspective of somebody else, another artist from another part of the world who's telling us what they're experiencing.
Did it way before it was cool to do it. You see, I did it not just to do it, I did it to pursue it. Rap is a language and I am very fluent. Comes to the culture, no wonder I influence. Hey, I am the black Superman. Hangi ba nigga go pumulang yaba Superman. Chasing them big dreams, yeah, Superman. Ngitalang lindo gutang ating wagam super. Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. It's just a rap guy going insane. I keep it old school, Peter and Jane. But I stay fly, so I glide in my Lewis lane.
Repertoire, mudang ama straight mang, vaikas lambang, khuntang ama flay, chaficho.
Right now, with guys like Sands and Amanda Moe and, you know, Touch of Soul and Tenderness, everyone is like breaking new ground. You know what I mean? From Eswazi artists, we're really now pushing the envelope. So I think right now, this is the best time ever to be an artist in Swaziland because things are really happening.
I'm the black Superman, hey, cause I'm the black Superman. I'm called never fun, kuya jenga fish, she's a jenga pep, she's a jenga kish. I'm the black Superman, hey, cause I'm the black Superman. Hey, repertoire, mudang ama straight, mang vaikas lambang, khuntang ama flake. I'm the black Superman, hey, cause I'm the black Superman. I'm called number fun, we are jenga fish, she's a jenga pep, she's a jenga kish. Sure, I'm the black Superman, hey, cause I'm...
Sinamane sikuwo umbukiso wethu walonyaka lo hamba kahle kakhulu masodla amahle singavele sikubike lokho ekinini nisemakhaya mhlawumbe uke weta mhlawumbe awukade wena weta nonyaka singasho nje ukuthi cha kuhle kakhulu sibe senkhosise lokhu kusukela umbukiso waqala sitheleka ngetinkhane nalake standing sethu kusijabulisa kakhulu ukubona lokho nje ukuthi sive solomo sikhona sifuna kwathi ukuthi umsakazo engabe ubhizi ngani masodla amahle kulesikhathi lesi sikhulumisana nenkampani yakaloliwe esibe ukuthi ngabe inhlelo kaloliwe zihamba njani ikakhulukazi ngoba sivile ukuthi kukhona jantshi lowakhiwako lo tawusuka la eveni la Kangwane uye ngale elote batasadise ukuthi ngabe vele ihamba njani leyo project nekuba nje ukuthi ngabe sive siwusakasela kanganani umsebenzi waloliwe nonyaka trade fair ngihlekeke nasive Manana utasichazela kabanti ngaye loliwe sawubona Mr Manana
siyaphila njani sisi
siyabonga ukuthi ube nathi now kulesigaba lesesibuso seshow ngoba seyiyanga semaphethelweni sesingena kuyendlela sonke sesifuna nje kwathi kakhulu feedback you know etinkampaneni ukuthi engabe yini mhlawumbe leniyiva kakhulu noma leyo mibuto noma mhlawumbe leyo mifo enithola kwesibili
siyabonga sisi bantu emaswati lamaningi akati ukuthi loliwe usebenza kanjani nabeta abatosivakashela standing sethu lesi la ku-arena basuke bafuna kwathi kabanti ngokuthi railway iwendani ngoba sitimela basigibeli sitimela labanye abasiboni kodwa kunenkampani lokuthiwa yaka railway lela eveni la Kangwane bayabuta ukuthi sitimela sebantu sikangena nini sibachazele ukuthi cha siyafisa ukuthi sitimela sebantu sibe khona mane kunengi lokufuna ukuthi sikubuke nasifuna ukufaka iservice lenjengaleyo ngoba nalabantu kufanele babe banengana kuze kutosalawa ukuthi singakhona ukuthi singafaka iservice lenjengaleyo ngekwathi ukuthi ipopulation yelive la Kangwane ila idlalela la kubo 1 million plus uyokhanze ukuthi kudingeka ukuthi ngathi tiyanyuka leti nombolo kuze ukuthi ungakhona ukuthi ube nestimela lesingakhona kulayisha abantu nyalo nje na ungafaka stimela lesisuka embabane sithi kaManzini ngasho ukuthi onke lamabhasi nemakhumbi lakhona akafuna yekele kusebenza ngoba stimela sitawuthatha 500 webantu at once siphinde sibuye na 500 emakhumbi akuphike lapho nale speed nale cost yalokwakha lesipolo ngoba na ungabuka nje na usuka kaManzini wembabane yinzaba stimela sihamba lapha ku flat khona kutafuna ukuthi kumbiwe lesipolo kuyadula kakhulu kutafuna ukuthi siphume lapha kwafuneka kwakhiwe noma kumbe ithaneli noma kwentiwe into lenjengaleyo cha kuya ngekubuka lokho ke siselivela Kangwane sisibaka loliwe sisakubuka ukuthi singakujabulela kwenda nathi nangabe sesithi nasithi siyabuka inombolo tethu tisivumele kungaba imali yekukwenda lokho kungaba imakethe ngoba phela yonke into nayo utayenda afuna iconnect ibhadala utawuboleka imali kusengavumike sisabuka nje ukuthi nathi kumbe ngekuhamba kwesikhathi labanye babuta ke bathi ukuthi sipolo siyachokana.
Yeah. Vele abantu bashayiswa yini esitimeleni manana ngani phela sathi ukuthi isitimela niye nithi nine siyawubanga umsindo nasihlale kodwa abantu sebakhanza la kujanje ababaleki ngani kwenziwa yini?
Hey, inkinga lesidibana nayo esikhathini lesiningi. Tingoti lesidibene nato yonke iminyaka. Bantu batholakala basesikolweni. Kulamalanga nje la ngabe sithola labanye bahleti vele sitimela emini driver wesitimela ambona asimise sitimela sime sitshele emaphoyisa na umuntu uhlete esipolweni. So asitati kakhulu kati leti inkinga leti suke tithethela abantu ukuthi abamixa lapho. Kodwa nje siyaxwayisa emaswatini ngokuthi noma ngabe kumbe uva lokungakanani kuthinwa ungahlali esipolweni ngoba kuhlala esipolweni kufana nekuhlala highway uhlalela emgwaqweni leyo moto letawuwenga esipolweni ke munye umzila wesitimela na uhletila kuso nje sitakushayisa ngeke sigege siphumeceleni ngeke ukuthi uhleti khona and esikhathini esiningi tingoti tesitimela tihamba nemphefumulo noma sewukhubatekile noma sekunjani. Siyaxwayisa kakhulu ukuthi noma ngabe ngiyiphi inkinga lonayo umane ukuthi uzame ukuthi niyilungise ungabe sesewuthi sengihlale la noma bengihamba la eceleni kwesipolo sengiphumule.
Ufanele nekushisa janje nalishisa.
Uyashisa janje nakubanza uyabanza. Tingoti ke tekuhlala kwabantu besipolweni bavamisa kuhlala ebusuku. Asathi ukuthi kusuke kwendeke kanjani ebusuku ke insimbi yashisa nangabe belishisa emini. Asathi ukuthi ke kufanele ukuthi kwendeke kanjani ngoba labanye bayashona ugcine ningakeva lokuthi ufike njani esipolweni. Kungcono lapho na ukhanze ukuthi akashoni so uyakhona ukukhulumela ukuthi hey ngizithe nje sengihlale ngase ngifikela ku4. So kuba kunengi
ngathi ngiyabaleka sathatha umbala.
Ngathi ngiyabaleka kwathatha umbala.
Imithetho manana ngabe ihambe yashintsha yini ngoba ngiyakhumbula esikhathini lesendlulile ukuthi bekuthiwa umuntu loshayiswe isitimela akakutholi kuncempheteleka kufani mhlawumbe na MVA ukuthi engabe nihambe nakwenda njani lokho ngoba kuyabonakala lo sileti ingoti tikhona lide mhlawumbe nifundzisa noma nisatisa sibe ngobungoti behlala kujanje.
Umthetho lo solo wengamela loliwe iSwaziland Railway Act ya 1964 usengake wa-amendwa solo kunje ume njengoba unjalo vele uthi umgwaqo wesitimela ngumgwaqo wesitimela umuntu akafanele ukuthi atholakale emgwaqweni wesitimela. Anhlanhla lembi ke vele umuntu nakathole kulimala esipolweni akancemphethelwa. Suke nje sekulimala vele noma ngabe ushonile noma ngabe unjani ngeke sikhuluma kakhulu vele siyesivakashele ngisho lemimphakathi leseceleni kwesipolo kuyofundzisa sihambele etikolo kuyofundisa ukuthi akungayiwa esipolweni siyezame ke ukuthi sakhe indlela tekowela ukuthi nathi indzawo letingitona tekowela umuntu njengasemgwaqweni nake fika esipolweni akabuke ngesekudla abuke ngesincele bese ke soyewela nangabe isitimela singekho. Sizame vele ukuthi si-emphasize ukuthi Nkosi yami asimane nebantwana ungamangala ukuthi abantu abaningi labathola ingoti tesitimela kusibo bantwana kanti phela siyisigathe ukuthi bantwana kumbe bangadlalela esipolweni abantu labadzala ukhanza ukuthi abantu labadzala nje labakhulile bathole ingoti esipolweni nathi kuye kusimangalisa ukuthi ngabe kwentiwa yini lokho ukuthi bantu batikhanza sebafike bahlala esipolweni ngoba phela nekuhamba la esipolweni kunalokwenkwali lokukhulu akusiyo indlela lelula yokuhamba akuhambe kuvela so sithi nje emaswati akasibambise loyo lambonako esipolweni ekhaya sifundzisane ukuthi vele kujantshi akudlalelwa khona
kujantshi asikhulume ngajantshi lo suka lapha ekhaya uye elotene ukuthi kuphi vele khona lelotene ukuthi lo jantshi leyo utaba usebenza ini
jantshi lo suka iproject ya jantshi lo tawusuka esijokotho uhambe ugudle Lesotho uyophuma uye eLothen yiproject leyibitwa ngekuthi Swazi Rail Link ngicabanga ukuthi nayo kutaba iEswatini Rail Link masinyana iproject le leseyishintsha kancane ema timelines iproject nakusetshenzwa kutholakala ukuthi kuba natinto letini delay yako bese kuyanibambebambelela kodwa nje lesesikwendile enyalo sekube nengiqhubekela phambili sikhonile ukuthi siyowasusa emathuna lapho kutawuhamba khona jantshi sawakhweshisela eceleni sakhulumisana nebantu nyalo lokuthi awendeka lesisebentele tikwako ukuthi khweshiswe imiti nemasimu nako konke lokho sekuke kwavakashwa kuma-communities bakhulunyiswa abantu basayiniswa nalolo kuthiwa ngema-dossiers lokuthi nawo umuntu wakho uhamba la uthinzeka la kusho ukuthi utawusuka noma kutawuthinzeka insimi sisengafiki-ke lapha ekuthenini kutawunciphetelekwa kanjani kuphela nje bese kusabukwa lokho ukuthi siyavumelana yini ukuthi vele ngumuti wakho lo utawusuka wonke noma kutawusuka sibaya noma kutawuthinzeka emasimi kanjalo athi cha umuntu ngiyavuma kube kunengelo lokubhaliwe lapho
lokusho ukuthi
kusakhulunyiswana sekukuleso sigaba leso nje emva kwaloku nje eminyakeni lotako nje ngicabanga ukuthi noma ekupheleni kwalomnyaka lo utabe sekucalwe ukukhulunyiswana ngekunciphetheliswana ukuthi sowutawunciphetheleka kanjani kodwa nje nyalo ngibona kuqedzelwa le ndzaba yekuthi sayina uyasuka utawusuka sikolo sitawuhamba la sithatha naku nekwekuthi-ke kubukwe ukuthi ngabe umuntu utawuhamba yowakha kuphi lo utawusuka kusalungiswa tona letho tinto leto imiphakathi
kusatawubuka abantu angeke basale baleni
ngoba abantu angeke basale empeleni imithetho yakamhlaba ithi bantu nawubasusa involuntary kusho ukuthi basuswa ngile project yakho abathi sukele bona funa ukuthi ungabendi babe worse off noma ubahlukubete ukuthi lapha baya khona bese sebabaphila impilo lelikhuni kunalabe bayiphila labe bakhona kufanele ukuthi impilo yabo uyende ibe ngiloku labe bakuphila noma ibe ngcono
kodwa ingede yaba
ingayibuyiselwe emuva impilo yabo
kuhle kakhulu now engabe nasikhuluma ngayo indzaba ngoba singemaswati siyasifuna lesitimela sekuthi kuhanjiswe thina abantu manana yini le yendiwa mhlawumbe ngoba kungasetshenziswa kwayena loyo jantshi lothwala timpahla ukuthi mhlawumbe sale kuhamba sitimela kunikwa neletikhathi ukuthi akuhambe sebantu nyalo kuhambe setimpahla nyalo kodwa kusetshenziswe tona letinzawo la usuka khona uphinde uphelele khona
empeleni lo jantshi lohamba sitimela setimpahla ungahamba sitimela sebantu eminyakeni lephelile ngingakhumbula kahle bo-2013 sike saba naso sitimela lesasisibita ngekuthi i-fun ride sasuka kumathapha saya ngibaka kuphela-ke ukuthi besikwente kanjena lokhu bekuqhamuke abantu bangaphandle bosomabhizinisi bangaphandle bathi thina sifuna nisinikethe iservice sitatimakethela le bhizinisi sitholele abantu ninenda sitholela sitimela na driver nisinikete nako konke lokhu kwenta ukuthi sitimela sami thina sitawuletha abantu bathi bhatalele abantu akwenteka kwaba successful nanyalo ngicabanga ukuthi likhona lelithuba lokuthi loyo locabanga ukuthi unayo leyo mqondo wekwenta lokho angeta kuloliwe kuhlalo phasi kukhulunyiswana ukuthi mina ngifuna kwenta na ibhizinisi naye enceke kumbe ufuna kubathatha ubamixe ngisho Mozambique ngoba nathi siyite lesitimela sebantu sibese sesiyosiboleka kubomakhelwane sebasiniketa irate lethile sesiyakukhothela empeleni sinayo nale rate nase sikhulumisene nawe ukuthi ufuna kuhambisa abantu labangakhi sibese sesiyakhona ukuthi sikwakhele le rate na ungeta kaloliwe uva ngazi ukuthi kukhona i-idea onayo lo soyiphekako bese uyabuya sihlalisana nawe phasi siyakhona ukuthi sikhulumisane nawe bese so uyakhona railway ude inkinga yekuthi bantu bete bato uthola ukuthi ngabe kuba sesitimeleni kuyinto lenjani kuyasijabulisa nathi ngoba abantu babe nalelo singathi i-film yekuba ine railway abantu baye bakubone eSouth Africa bakubone kulamanye bayafuna ukubona la Swatini so lokho kusibangela ukuthi sibese sesiyakuniketa labanye abantu njengekuthi outsourcer ngiloko ukuthi kunetingoni letinenge lokufuna labantu lokubhadalisa lokumaketha into lesingayendi thina ka railway bese sesiniketa-ke loyo muntu ukuthi dendele thina sitakubambisa nganaku sikubambise ngalokhu wena nawungaba nemali lengaka
abantu bakhona ngithi phela labo manana
bantu-ke bakhona manele sike saba nabo ngaphambilini basuke befike sebafuna kwenteke manje kanti kudzinga
sikhathi sekuthi sikuhlelwe kahle nosiyabonga Mr Manana kusivakashela lo muhla lapha eshowini lapho khona amaswati amahle sibuka khona bosomabhizinisi dingapani dinhlangano ngamatiko kahulumende nalapho nje bosomabhizinisi labancane nebakithi labenta imisebenzi yetandla sinabo la eshowini sinika-ke lithuba bona kulesikhathi lesisakhile singumsakazo we-Eswatini TV maswati amahle sitawuthi-ke phinde futhi sibuyele lapho besikhona khona itolo ebusuku sibuka abahlabeleli bethu balapha ekhaya eSwatini sitawuthatha manje Amanda Mo
What's up? This is Amanda Mo, and you are watching Eswatini TV.
Bye. Why? Hey, 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 hey. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. 2018 has been about the album, purely about the album. So I've been recording and it's coming out next month, so I'm excited. And of course I have a song out with DJ Kunis, which is doing beautiful things in South Africa. It's entitled Amen. So basically it's just been about the music and pushing my craft. This album taps into different emotions. So expect something for everyone, something for every emotion. You know, it's basically a soundtrack to people's lives.
Tipo says, Lwin, I have been a sinner. Can you hear my voice? Can you hear my prayer? Since my granny passed away, family separated. For a few years, I've been feeling isolated. When I got divorced, I was devastated. It was complicated. Many celebrated. Even when the cops came, she exaggerated. Though I won't lie, I'm so glad we separated. It was heartbreaking when my Kundu passed away. Released from the prison just to pass away. To say I was in pain is an understatement. Till the breadwinner got incarcerated, I find it hard to pray. It's like nobody's listening. Haven't been to church so long, I'm a visitor. Please, Mr. Minister, will you pray for me? Though I am a sinner, will you pray for me, Amanda?
One feature is going to be a surprise. Get the album and you'll find out. And of course, the song with DJ Kunis. And I do have another feature with a local artist, Denzel. So the feature with the South African artist is going to be a surprise. I go out, but I don't just go as me. I'm anyway. I'm Eswatini, so everywhere I go, it's about representing and, you know, just doing what I love, which is music. I don't really like classifying myself too much, but basically it's around the Afro soul genres. So it's kind of mature, and but you know it goes across generations. So youth enjoy, enjoy. So it's basically just Afro soul.
Even when we're broke,
Lord, we praise you.
Even when we're low,
Hallowed be thy name.
Even when we're overlooked,
Hallowed be thy name.
Even when they look over us,
Lord, we praise you.
we still stand firm and praise you.
We praise
no matter what happens.
Hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed, Lord.
Hallowed be
1,
thy
2, 3, but hey. Jesu kela Tiko kela salu kali
Mavuso Trade and Exhibition Center njengale sihlanu lomuhle on a beautiful Friday afternoon eMaswati kayaphithitela eMavuso Trade Center kunengilokwendekako bosemabhizinisi bakhangisile lesikubonako bayitfola nesupport eMaswatini bafike beme kulawo ma stands and just get information about what services and products are being offered kulawo ma stands kuwo onke lama pavilions mawuthi uyaya ukhanza abantu babhizi balayinile kulamanye which is quite an interesting thing to see for all of us here at the trade fair. Kanti ke lokunye lokwendekako kunama games like qhubekako ama activities abantwana nalokunye lokunyenti, and we also have a very interesting entertainment lineup going on at the Mavuso Trade and Exhibition Center, just like the one we saw yesterday. Lebekade ilayisha kakhulu ke eMaswati, artists akithi bo Senz, bo Podloja, bo Nomzamo and so on and so forth. Bebakade ba perform lapha, which is why we keep showing you all of these artists. Kanti lesikhatsanyalo ngihletike la na Khalibi, labanye bamathi ngaKhalibi. His name is Khulekani Mamba. He's one of the people that have played a major role in making sure that the industry, entertainment Eswatini, ilala ikhona khona namuhla. They've organized shows, they've managed artists, you know, they've done so many other things even in terms of empowering my artists, you know. In the past 10 years or so, I would say, we've noted some remarkable growth in the industry, and how and where do we attribute this growth to? And we just want to share his insights, and for him to share his insights with us as we are talking about the entertainment industry in Swaziland. Khalibi, ngikubingelele mina ethu ngiphathuba lekhosela eMaswati.
Sibingelele konke eMaswati la khona ekhaya.
Yeah. Esikhathini lesinyende mangicala ukubona bowuvela ubambe ngala, ubambe lapha. Which is why I was asking you earlier, say, are you still active in the industry?
I am actually very much active, although it's not too much on the side of being a DJ. But I decided to take a different twist, which is basically the music business, the music side, I mean the business side of things, which requires me behind the scenes, organizing events, managing artists, and yeah.
Yeah, one. You know, lana sikhuluma kumabonakude. Bomabonakude intombi yabo basemakhaya. And we are also live streaming on our YouTube channel. You find good my parents alalela the interview mina nawe lesinayo nyalo, you know. And the father or the mother is saying, I have a son who is hell-bent on being a DJ. And here you are saying, I stopped being a DJ to focus on the music side of things, you know. And I just want you to try and dissect these two things, you know. Because you can't say, umntali makafika enzambama ekhaya utathe ngikutshelile ngale ndivyakho ekubang DJ. So let's try and correct these perceptions around music. Yeah.
Maybe before we get to that, one thing that I am proud of, I'm one of the few that actually managed to get by, make a living through the arts industry at a time when it was really not recognized. Yes. So I was able to pay my bills. I was able to take care of some of my family members through the DJing. The only reason why I decided to tap onto the business side of things was basically missing a gap. Maybe there's a role I can play in actually further developing. Not to say the industry was not growing without me, but I think maybe if I can come in here, maybe a thing or two that I can get to contribute. Not now, this doesn't really mean singing again. I still play once in a while here and there, but most of the concentration, we create the industry, everyone can actually recognize it, and make a living out of it.
I just want us briefly to focus on the profession of DJ, you know. Okay. And I'm deliberately doing this because I know there are a lot of youngsters out there, you know, that are passionate about DJing, you know.
Most definitely.
And you resistance, maybe resistance between them and their parents, you know. You can't do this thing. You have to go to school. Whereas in other countries, you look at so many prominent names, you know, your DJ Zins, Black Coffee, Fresh, and so many other people, you know, they have made a living. Like you were saying, you have made a living yourself, you know. What is DJing and where are the opportunities in DJing?
DJing basically is a very essential part of one's life, if I may say, because really it plays a vital role in entertainment. because no matter how hard you work, there is a time and it's not only just to pass time. There's a lot of opportunities. You have these corporate events. We've got road shows where people use the entertainment for marketing. You've got weddings, you've got this and that. The money it's just that you need to be smart enough and actually realize where can you actually fit in. Yes, it is true. In the old days, luckily enough, I had parents that were very supportive. In spite of me going to varsity and coming back and focusing on this, they didn't really question. Not to say bebanga see scared of it, but they supported me. So encourage the parents the office akusilola wonke muntu. And futhi lama opportunities lakhona ngalana akusho ukuthi wona sekenda ukuthi ube less of a person or what. There's so many prominent people like you quoted nje. We've got figures like Black Coffee, who is actually one of the highest paid artists in South Africa, in Africa as a whole. So that he does through DJing. But we incorporate this and that because we involved with marketing, we involved with brand positioning, we involved lowana.
Oh yeah,
yes.
I think I like the way look unpacking a corner. You know, this is not just putting a disc there, playing and maybe lining up songs and things like that. There are a lot of business dynamics you need to put in place to make sure it's a proper profession. You know?
Most definitely,
of course.
Definitely.
You know? And the interesting part that you brought in our discussion, I would say, when you stop being too actively involved in DJing, you focus on the business side of the entertainment industry. And what does this entail?
Actually, maybe to first clarify, for quite some time, the entertainment industry was considered to be a by the way kind of thing. And my observation was that was based on maybe behavior surrounding the misconceptions surrounding the entertainment industry, which was then the reason why we then decided to know if we can professionalize the industry itself, then we can get people out there realize no, this is something that is worth considering and the evidence is that over the past couple of years we've had a lot of corporate buy-in. As we speak, we've got festivals like Boluchu Festival, we've got Bosmooth Fest, we've got MTN Bushfire Festival, we've got lots of other events that are actually facilitated by the corporates in the industry, and they wouldn't really want to associate with the entertainment industry if they didn't see there's something that they can get to benefit from it. So my role right now is to find the synergy between whatever the corporates are looking for in the entertainment industry and trying to create the platform where they can be able to push whatever products they want to push through entertainment, while at the same time as entertainers we get to benefit from it because that's how we get to make a living. As we speak, we are proud to say there's a lot of sources that are making a living through entertainment, a decent living for that matter, yes. So we've gotten to a point where we've had one of the biggest songs in 2017 coming from Swaziland. There's a lot that has been happening. So,
and where do we attribute this growth to? And is it the corporate's change of mind?
It's a combination of factors. It's a combination of factors. One, the actual growth ngala entertainment industry, as entertainers, has actually made it possible in that we have realized just like any other business, the arts and entertainment business needs you to invest in it. You invest in yourself, education, everything. As it is, we've got so many people that we can point at locally that have gone to school, they are degree holders, they are back, they've invested in themselves as entertainers. Then number two, it is also the synergy between the corporates and objectives with the entertainment, so that we are utilizing entertainment as a marketing tool. Then the mindset corporates it has helped the entertainment industry And I believe ukuthi lokho akusebendelile entertainment industry itself only. It has also worked for the corporates themselves because through entertainment they're able to reach out.
Oh yeah. Let's round up and just your goodbyes to the viewers. Where do you see this industry in the next 5-10 years?
I actually think this industry is going to be one of the biggest in the country. Actually, already sekayabonakala lama prospects ago, because if you look at maybe nangabekisa nje i-core ye trade fair, if I may say, we have seen so many locals headlining Bula Malanga, which has, in contrary to what has been happening over the past couple of years, where bukhanza bokuthi labaningi labangibona ba headliner kubang laba behamba. Now sesikhule sisesigabeni sekuthi we are able to actually stand on our own. So now that on its own iyakhombisa lokuthi we are destined for greater heights.
Yeah.
Yes.
Carly B, thank you so much, my brother, for coming through. And
Thank
I
you
just
for
want
having
to
me.
wish you all the best and hope you continue to inspire so many of these people in the industry. Carly B, we shall take a quick break. We are going to show you one of the clips my local artist lebekatha performa ke itolo kule gig lebekatha ikhona lapha ke endasi eMavuso Sports Center.
Hello world, this is Sense and you're watching Eswatini TV.
Kuthi ngobatana uyangifaka ngabe uyangikhipha nangabe uyangithanza tshele manje uyangifaka uyangikhipha nangabe uyangithanza tshele manje sangikhathele kulandelana nawe mina kani wena uyingeni yami sangikhathele kufunana nawe mina kani wena ungifuni la sangikhathele kuthanzana nawe mina kani wena ungithanzi la sangikhathele funa ungikhoqisele Here we go, ngobatana uyangifaka uyangikhipha nangabe uyangithanza tshela manje uyangifaka uyangikhipha nangabe uyangithanza tshela manje sengikhathele kulandelana nawe mina kani wena uyingeni yami sengikhathele kufunana nawe mina kani wena ungifuni la sengikhathele kuthanzana nawe mina kani wena uyingeni yami sengikhathele bro elungakhisele
Do expect a new album soon. I'm sure by next year. For the end, I will have released the full album. But for now, I've just released the Mawoza, which is the first single. Still gonna release more singles, maybe 2 or 3, just to hype the album up. And I'm hoping people will support. And thank you so much for the already given support on Mawoza. It's total growth. You know, we're not going back. And believe me, this one is better than the other one. I am sure that you're gonna love it more, and definitely it's a new sound as well, which comes with the growth. And yeah, but it still stands.
Salute mina ngetindzebe temlomo emagama angashintshi angifuni kuthembisa lutho ngetindzebe temlomo tethembiso tiyashintsha kodwa tendo tiyabonakala mama tendo angifuni kusho lutho mina ngetindzebe temlomo emagama angashintshi angifuni kuthembisa lutho ngetindzebe temlomo tethembiso tiyashintsha kodwa tendo tiyabonakala mama tendo hey tendo tiyabonakala buka tendo wena tendo tiyabonakala
Titangi, Kulume, Aubuga when I tendo Jabonagala, Buga Jabonagala, wait, tendo Jabonaga, in Titangi, Kulume, Kutale Macha, Shell, and Gombi, Ashema Kamalafana, the Macha, Shell, and Gombi, Ashema Kamalafana, Okata tendo, yeah. Jabonagala mama, tendo. Kutale Macha, it's just more mature music, you know. We'll still play a bit and dance a bit, but most importantly, it's generally growing with the crowd that we won already. And you know, it's much more hardcore messages that we all relate to in life, you know. It sails through the ages of each and every one. It's not really categorized into being for kids or adults. It just actually sails through the age restrictions. It's not restricted at all.
Uba kasengi kushala, kasengi kufuna, kasengi kusoma wana sala wonge for me, kasengi kushala, kasengi kufuna, kasengi kusoma wana sala wonge for me, kasengi kushala, kasengi kufuna, kasengi kusoma wana sala wonge for me, kasengi kushala, kasengi kufuna, kasengi kusoma wana sala wonge for me, kasengi kushala, kasengi kufuna, kasengi kusoma wana sala wonge for me.
They can expect more in terms of collabos, not only the album, but also growth in collabos, you know, taking it further and more international. The whole plan is to just grow the brand to bigger and bigger heights each and every time. And we definitely put on hard work daily to try and contribute into that. You know, it doesn't come easily, we know. And yeah, thank you to all who pray for us and keep on supporting us and coming to our shows. We really appreciate.
Funny, Galela, hey, you fagunjani, umangita tamalat, ufagunjani, umazengita tamalat, when ufagunjani, umangitsinga kutanza be, kepusankulu menti, umazongitsalena le, ititi yamisati.
Mavuso Trade and Exhibition Center ngihlethike lana Naomi Chitambira sitawukhulumisa ke tindzaba talo kwendekako ke trade fair. Naomi Chitambira works or is part of a company called Strengths Incorporated. Batokhulumisa ke tindzaba ukuthi i-leadership ebhizinisini ibaluleke ngani manje nike ma companies lokhanza ukuthi aqalile kodwa akakhuli ngetizathu ke letitsite. What they do executive coaching kusho ukuthi kuzama ukukhulisa labo ke labasebhizinisini kubakhombisa ke indlela nekubacatfutisa ukuthi bendeke lokungiko which is what they call leadership, executive coaching and development. What is this all about, especially within the context of the Swaziland International Trade Fair, and how can you and I learn from the skills and the experience that they have? Naomi, so good to have you here today.
Thank you, John.
Yeah. Tell me, is it your first time coming here to the trade fair? And if yes and no, what has prompted you this time to be part of the trade fair?
Yes, it's first time coming to the trade fair. What has prompted us to do so is that usually when I say I do corporate coaching, people say, do you do soccer coaching? You know, and that shows we need to do a lot of awareness of professional coaching, life coaching, and business coaching, which we call in the executive. They are in the process. We put them in the bracket of corporate coaching.
Yeah, I've sort of like tried to create an overview of what your company is all about. I was saying I've sort of like tried to create an overview of what your company does, but can you properly create a summary of what you as a company are all about?
Okay. I think the simplest way to define coaching is this. A strength in, we work with individuals and teams in organizations to address the question, what do I need to get there? Coaching asks this person, what do I need to get there? This means we work with people. The first thing you can identify with the environment that is unfavorable for you. You are like, I'm in this unfavorable condition. I want to change. So where do I go from here? And then there are people who are like, I'm here, I've got it, but I can do more. So these are the people we work with. From this angle to that angle, all of them have got a goal.
Yeah. And executive coaching, I think for me, focuses mainly on the people that are at the top, you know. How do you identify these people, and what is it that we want them to do in order to, like you are saying, move from this position to probably where they want to get to? Yeah.
Okay, with executive coaching, my inspiration with executive coaching, usually a strength thing when we enter into organizations, we work with the executive going to the other levels. Why? The saying that goes fish rot from the head is a true saying. If you want to see a better tomorrow, you've got to revamp the way your leaders think. So this is how we do it. In organizations, there's hierarchy. You'd find there's directors, there's ExCom, there's the board. All that, when you work with the board and the board is clear with the strategy, it's easy for senior management to pull through the strategy, and it's easy to cascade a new culture of doing things at lower levels if the senior levels have got buy-in.
Yeah. Probably in our environments in Swaziland, I know elsewhere it's a very, very prominent field of practice, which is executive coaching, you know. You'd find people go to school, they get their masters, they get their degrees, and they elevate in their professional direction, you know. Why should I need someone when I've just come back from school with a master's and Naomi says I need to be coached? Why was I in school in the first place?
Wow. Wow. John, this is a question of the century for me. Yeah. The reality we're facing in Africa starts first with our education system. We are not challenging our people enough to bring out what they have. You would find that you would go do your MBA, most of it is academic. And so when people come in the workplace, I have coached the executives who've got 3 MBA, 3 master's programs, but they don't have the soft skills to lead. So we actually, as Africans, should begin to think of how do we instill leadership skills from as early as primary. And now with coaching, you would ask me, so what do I do with people who've got 3 masters? I do coach them on soft skills of leading. They've got the skill to do work, but the skill of dealing with people is not an obvious thing. Because sometimes we fail to achieve goals, not because we don't have resources. Resources are in the people you lead, but do you know how to draw it out? That's where coaching comes at that senior level to say, look here, you are leading a team. You are not a manager. You are leading a team. All you need is to draw the best out of every team member. There you go.
Yeah. I know you guys mean well doing what you do, but we cannot change this country from that perspective going door to door. What do we need to do holistically as a country to make sure that we appreciate that when you are at that level, you need mentorship, you need coaching, you need support like you are doing? And I believe that we need to do this perhaps across the board, as opposed to your organization doing something for this particular organization and going to the next organization one day at a time. How can we change the entire system for people to appreciate the value of knowledge from the perspective that you are coming from?
Wow, thank you, John. I think for me, you are talking into my passion. My passion is to see Africa rise to that level where we appreciate having someone to work with you. The one thing I love about coaching is that you can be vulnerable with your coach. Somebody who is a sounding board. You know, you can come on a skill that we thought you have overcome, but when you come back, you're like, Naomi, I faltered on it. And your coach won't judge you for that. But we'll continue focus on the goal of your growth. So what we need as Africans is to begin to rise and champion the awareness of coaching, which is one of the goals why we thought of coming to the trade fair. And one thing that has made this trade fair an exciting experience for me was when one head of an organization came to our stand and asked it, are you credentialed as a coach? That question meant a lot to me because again in Africa right now, we are having a problem of anyone rising first degree, you're calling yourself an executive coach. We are not credentialed. We have not learned anything about what we want to do. But anyone, I do my master's in business admin, I call myself a business coach. So that is also spoiling the industry. But when we come and rise to know that coaches are credentialed people who know how to work with any leader from any industry as long as their goal is clear. And actually it's the job of a coach to help a client get clarity on their goal. So we need to have the drive in Africa. Everyone has got a coach in developed countries. People who believe in moving forward, believes I need someone who challenges me. So I think we need to do more as Africa. And the beginnings now, we are at trade fair talking about coaching and leadership development. I think we need to see more of our leaders rising to test it,
And as we round up, Naomi, how do we create a synergy or link the young leader to the mature leader, which I think is a problem with the African leadership system, you know. The baton is never passed to the younger generation, you know. And how do we close that gap?
John, I'm working on a book called the Emerging Leader Development Program. I've got my things set in that book. Concerning my experience as an individual growing up, I wanted to lead. I wanted to take responsibility of something, and I know the challenges I faced. But we also committed a strength. We are doing a research on what are other young leaders in Africa facing, and what would they want to see as far as emerging leaders want to grow. They're really looking forward to the baton being passed on them. Are they ready? And what are the challenges they are facing? So we're focusing on that. And I believe when that book comes out, it will be one of the blueprints we can use to grow our people, to take the generation wisdom forward,
Of course. And where can organizations and individuals find you, Naomi?
They'll find us at Metropolitan Office Park, Strengths Incorporated. You can get us on the internet, www.strengthsinc.com, or reach out to us on our physical address. By email, it's naomi@strengthsinc.com. If you email me, I've not reason to be a senior partner who is not connected to people. That email always makes my day when somebody pops in an email and says, Naomi, I want to talk about myself.
I see.
Yeah.
Naomi, thank you so much for coming through. And I wish we had 30 minutes more and we could talk about so much more about how we can take and develop the industry.
Thank you, John. I really appreciate coming to you guys. Thank you.
Of course. Naomi Tichambira with Strength Inc. Ningabatsinza ke maswatla mahle bathi labanyeni baqala ke amabhizinisi noma bayahola emisebenzini kodwa abakafundziswa lokhola uhambe nje waye esikoleni wathola ke liphepha lelisho ukuthi uyawati lo msebenzi lo wendawo kodwa kuphatha abantu uyakwatini na, and I think that's what executive coaching and development is all about. Thank you so much for listening, and we shall take a quick break. Actually, we are going to play you an entertainment clip. Nomalungelo was one of those that performed down there at the Mavuso Sports Center yesterday, and we had a brief of a chit chat with her, and you do want to find out exactly what she said when we spoke to her.
Hello, my name is Noma Lungelo and you're watching Eswatini TV.
Umang set foot in nawe. Umang set foot in nawe.
Samporo.
Emi faya mi angilula.
Samporo.
Umang set foot in nawe. Ngeke kulungu ngabe wami. Mina ngufune foot in nawe. Ngeke kulungu ngabe wami. Mina ngufune foot in nawe. Won't you come closer to me? Won't you come closer? You know you got the best piece of my heart. Yeah, baby. Hey, siampororo, siampororo, siamporo, ma. Baby, siampororo, 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 ma. Baby, siampororo, siampororo, siamporo, ma, baby.
Samporo.
Noma Lungelo has been busy with a lot of things actually. I think one thing that people forget about the music industry is that when you're not on stage, you're actually doing research and designing your content for the next album. So it's a process. You don't just decide you're making a couple of songs and releasing them. You actually do research, like who are you trying to talk to? What's your target? What brand, what's the kind of brand you want to portray? So that's what basically Noma Lungelo has been doing research for her album and a lot of studio work, which is basically the other hustle.
Samporo, my love you want.
Samporo,
baby, love you want. Love you want. Hey, hey, na na na. Let me see you put your lighters up. Hey, hey, na 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 na. Now sing it with me. Hey, siampororo, 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 ma. Baby, siampororo, siampororo, siampororo.
I love conceptualizing around the album, the next album. I am a very fiery soul, and the next album is basically old school rock and roll. Like it's very old school, like old school meets new school. It's Tina Turner. It's big divas, and I think that's what Noma Lungelo is, and that's what the album. I hope that's what people get from it.
Samporo, Samporo, Samporo. Samporo, Samporo, Samporo. Samporo, Samporo, Samporo.
Baby, 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 baby.
Samporo, Samporo, Samporo. Samporo, Samporo, Samporo. Samporo, Samporo, Samporo. Samporo, Samporo, Samporo.
People should expect a lot of love songs. I love love. If it's not something that I have right now, it's something that I always aspire to have. So please do expect a lot of love songs, but also a lot of rich cultural Swazi songs. I still love writing in Siswati. It's my base. That is what people know me for, from Imialo to Guaimane. There's a lot of songs that are Siswati content, and I hope people really do enjoy that. Hey, hey, hey. Now we do it together. Hey, 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 hey. Your turn. My turn. Hey, 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 hey. Now we go. From here, we're definitely moving the brand. We are hoping to collaborate with more people internationally because we feel like the Swazi music shouldn't only be limited to Swaziland. You know, we're in $1 billion industry. It's time Swaziland claims its part. Now we go. You guys are amazing. I love you guys so much.
Salomane sikumbukisa Maswati amahle bantwana beMaswati ke bayatendela nje lapha e-stage John njengoba ubonile ukuthi siqalele entulu ukuzamo sesehla nabo boSens. Everyone else was amazing.
Of course, ayasikisa emagabazi especially. Yathi into lechazana umuntu unesiphiwo sakhe especially. Ngeke nje mina bese ngisuka ngiyalapha e-stage ngiyophatha umbhobho yabona ukuthi
bangadlala ngawe lapha ku-Facebook John bahle bakushanga ama-memes uyawathi ama-memes
ngese ngifika la ku-Facebook bangangilimada nje abantu lapha sibhadele
ngoba lapha e-stage
kumbe ngingaba nenhlanhla ngaloku ukuthi nginawo lo musa wekhawukeleka nje ngakhathi bayangilanza bamsuse
uyeveleka
but sidaze simlimate nawo ngasimsuse akahamba e-TV ayokhuluma khona nabo lekakwatini
baye basho njalo John bathi ngcono uhlale kulokutayela nalokwenda kangcono ungahawukeli
ngake ngeva bathi lelinye ijabe lati umnikati we-team base bayalikhulumela ukuthi le went ema-trials ile team la khulunyela ukuthi liyababa vele you know kodwa lathi malifika lebo coach bashayela lo muntu omdzala bathe lanza lo muntu utawulimala
ayisiyo lento la yendaba la
ibhola kazazi ayibone lo muntu bane bekayihawukela ayibona kulabayidlalako imelula ngalokuthi into mawuyenda ila kuwe njengaloku ngihletilana bacabanga ukuthi mawuhletila kumelula yabona
mina noma nami ngafika ngihlale lapho ngikhulume la ngikhuluma
sanegotiate sacetha mina nemakhamera uyabona kodwa mawusefika uthi uyayikhulumisa ngakuva nje ikuphikisa
linye into John Timbo lebathi bamfuna batibonela khashana umuntu bacabanga ukuthi angavele nje afika yende le yabona ufana nekubukela ibhola ngeke ngive nje ama-commentators ama-commentators sometimes uve ukuthi le bhola ngabe uyende njena zibani ngabe isite nayiqhamuka ngithi hey maye kodwa kuthi njengoba lo muntu lo lapha ensimini labe kucabanga
inhlanhla yabadlali bebhola siphesihle ukuthi abawafaki lama headset kuva le commentator ukuthi ithini imagine ukuthi uthe wenda lokuthide weva le commentator ukuthi washaya nje imboza nje
kanti wendeni Gabuza John yakhumbula igame yePirates ukuthi Gabuza uphumela lapha ngenza baye ukuthi tihlwele bekathi njalo nakathinza ibhola tithi ngekuthi ugeje amagoli lamanene wendani Gabuza waphumula le jezi wathi minani ngoba ngicamisa ngingadlala kangcono
kanti when you are a professional specifically you have to appreciate ukuthi labantu abahleti khona ngilenye i-environment kunemkhathi kufana nasezulwini nasesogweni ngasho kanjalo bangalengesheya ulala ukhona khona wena you know kufanana nawona info vele umuntu odela ama skills kiwe yabona umuntu ongakwadi kushayela uthe ushayela njani lona bawungamnika le moto ukuthi akayishayele lo muntu angayisuke
Umbukiso masodwa amahle njengoba sila eshowini-ke singu-Eswatini TV sigcoke tipatefo letinhle sesiphuma nje sifuna nekushiyekisa ngato kwekuthi nadi tipatefo letinsha sifuna nekuthi John sifundzise ikakhulu nebabukeli nanendlela lekumele-ke nyalo sale basibita ngayo ngikhumbula John nakushintsha ligama kushintsha SEC asuka SEB
kwaba
liphunyana saba nenhlanhla ke thina ngoba vele samva kancane lo SEB kwashesha masinyane kwaba nge-SEC so sengisho ukuthi bantu abetayele nalokuthi nje sesingu-ESTV ngoba nasotawusiswazi TV utawuvakala seyiwayitolo ubani ofuna kwatoswayitolo kukhona futhi labanye lebe bangamtayeli kwayo nalo STVA bebasathi singu-STBC uve ukuthi awu
lokhu bese-STVC kanti spesihle lokunye ngifuna ukusho ngokuthi kunenge bakushoko ngalokushintsha buso kwethu ukuthi labanye banenge abathulisako bathi kuhle nanathi siyakuthokozela lokho livela la kangwane linana kulo kula mthetho lesisekelo ku-enshrined la kulo mthetho kula enshrined la kulo mthetho sisekelo lokuthi umuntu ukhululekile ukukhuluma lokuthi engqondweni yakhe lele bakubita ngesilumbi ukuthi freedom of expression angeke abantu sibaphikise siphesihle mabathi yinhle leloko noma bathi yimbi ngalokuthi vele lo mthetho sisekelo ukuthi labantu abakhulume sive le opinion yabo lokuthi bathi funa kumbe siwathathe le mivo which I think that's the beauty of freedom of expression ukuthi bantu asingabancabeli and when you express yourself I think never do it from a perspective of destructively criticizing constructively criticize the logo if you do so that
there's no time for criticism John siyayithanda
we love the logo
siyithanda kakhulu le logo yethu labanyenti kodwa basithumisele singasho njalo kodwa mina John wakhuluma kabi ngemcashi wami angikuthathi kahle
ukephethisha ufono
ngiyafoma kakhulu so ubocaphela thuthini yakhuluma ngemcashi wami
fanele khuluma ungatshela mina ekhaya kithi ukuthi kubi ekhaya kithi uyabona ekhaya kithi asikapendi kahle lo pendele sipende ekhaya kithi awumthanzi ngeke utotshela mina lokho uyabona ungakukhuluma nje la ukukhuluma khona
kwasho makwami John wathi uyabona bukabi kakhulu kwapha eceleni kwemgwaqo ngoba kunoyine opinion yakhe ukuthi lo muntu lona mayebeketa kahle angithi sonke lesikhathi wena uyakha lento so uyakubuka ngamsanibonga lampu uyabona sasoma fastelweni uthi na usifaka le roofing athi bayafaka nemathanzi
wakhe eceleni kwemgwaqo
nathi ke sisibuko vele
bala hitele endlule ngosema ngabe usubuya uyangitshela awuzibalelisa amaswahla amahle sidanishiya ke la nalokunye lasekusabulile khona ke lapha ke Mavuso Sports Center one of our artists basically
one of our artists siphuma ke ngaqipho intellectual uke wahlabela nasenze isikhathi lesinyendi kanti ke phinze futhi watibhalela nanema poems ungisonkondlo kanti ke futhi ushana nema beats lapha lamnanzi kakhulu siphuma ngaye maswahla amahle signing out sidanibona kusasa noma kanjani khona la 2 to 4 p.m.
of course
isale kahle
Eswatini, you are watching Eswatini TV. Yeah.
About tradition, my tribal origins, my timeless speeches are why I'm unwritten. Narrate that the heart man, that the mind shaper. My faith was not shattered by a leaker. Dark caves, but Allah is not a God hater. Skies clear up, God's gather write letters with invisible ink, visual syllables slick. These spiritual principles sing good. I'm in the room, candlelit, say what you can't say. Well, if you came to preach, shape the truth, pay your gift. Now this goes to call to breathe, found the cause to coexist. Purely platonic cohabitation where all they live. Now malalela ingwane. Now malalela ingwane. Now malalela ingwane. Nansi kelenga negwane. Now malalela ingwane. Now malalela ingwane. Now malalela ingwane. These are the stories of my ancestors spoken through me. I say unspoken through thee. Celestials not to thee. Rooted in muses and celestials the beauty. The elders knowledge truly. Remedial and souvenir. It's my grandmother on a cross mat. Recounting out my past felt. Summing up my last breath. Yeah. I'm rich and essay and height. You're confusing me for this guy. That's why you're surprised that I'm so grounded. I'm a surreal prophet. What are the similar? What are the similar? My time, what a blank concept.
So in the year of 2018, I've just been in the process of creating, whether it's composition, whether it's the look, whether it's relationships, you know. So right now, I'm working on my album. It's called Intellectual Property, you know, and this is to commemorate that we have passed the Copyright Act, you know. So I'm paying homage and ode to that.
Intelligence self-yunga tatatelieta wait on the sailing shela that's sanganel impela ngako selikhalile licilong sabela namanga khetho ngatletho ngabitwa ngesa vulane ndleba ngoma loluhlata lonjengengoshana umtokolo wamhabalala khokho wamngokhunyana awusola ngikhohlwa ngiphuma angafakaza lo mhlaba ngiwangasenda bamhloshana lekubulungu etinsabeni lenetule enhlanhlameni ndaba intombi yakamsweli yatalwa sicebi sasendala sifana alonye ngumpholi isithembi nosina fala sasigangi ngakho amafu nganami abantu yanzanami hey mfana dad yeah mfana dad yeah mfana dad yeah mfana dad emajukujukwini ngidlulile makurusini ngiphumile bathana abe ngase layini yamina I'm a warrior nawe kodwa uyabona la nalenkinga basekhona setingihlole la. Then I remembered what Mama told me long ago. Asikho simo lesingapheli, so don't cry at all. And I've conquered more than I might have thought. Just by being past that effort, that's the route I chose. Ungapheli mandla, noma sekuvela indlala. Beketela belesela, that's my daily mantra. Faith and passion ayingapheli nalingakengcelanga. Noma sele hlile, wena kumele phile. Kwamele sisihlalele sife. Fanele sindekelele nife. Sinophila njengeke usile. Awuthina ngeke sife.
What people can expect from intellectual property is Siswati, you know. I often say that, like Kaya, we sing in Siswati, the language, right? But not Siswati, Sona, you know, the way of life, you know, our ways of life and, you know, basically our culture and everything. Uyabuhlabela ngalo lelwimi but hayi ngalesintu.
Yela baya yela baya ya baya ya ya yela baya yela baya ya baya ya ya phethe masongo nenhloko phethe osele nemsoco Hennessy yontimbokotho akusile ledesha ngecoke buka imali engaka kude isikhathi sedlala with you I might get high now akuye stuff sethana yaba yeah yaba yaba yeah yela baya yela baya yaba ya yela baya yela baya yaba ya as soon as they pay ngismalela pay man what can I say we chop in this life it's like a buffet buki malengaka kude isikhathi sedlala with you I might get high now akuye stuff sethana new shoes I make money moves lose I'm like hallelujah who are you who invited you I'm too smooth I'm babane cool yela baya I get paid more yela baya I can take you home yela baya I am a living I don't ever finish it yela baya yela baya yela baya yela baya yela baya
It's ngakulalelwa a person that knows that this matters to them, you know, because you know when we create it comes from a godly place, you know what I mean. We are very in touch with God nas composer. I mean that's how I feel. I often praise God when I'm creating and itakusinza lapho kuleyo nzawo leyo nawe inside of your soul.
I just came in with the entourage, squad, squad. Get the patini and camouflage, squad, squad. Get slips that we tear apart, squad, squad. I just came in with the entourage, squad deep and we hella large, squad deep, nigga, squad. Squad deep, nigga, squad, squad, squad deep, nigga, squad, 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 a squad, squad, squad deep, nigga, squad, squad deep, nigga, squad, squad deep, nigga, squad. Spectator, Woma Bagisha Bet Kopesan, Woma Layisha Freshijan, Nasamani Nigan Sedejan, our yin man and Sende man, how sweet as a Sebe fan, night drink Mama Sebejan, as Jiglan and Spelikai, ow, Sambanga Sigis, ow, what's the matigis, but Timali like kicking, ow, Passos of Tigis. Single lining is putting Gadin, cut a pen when I get a piping, and the lane as a Genegadin, I'm a bag as a Genegaris, Bitchy got the top off, Bitchy what's a sunroff, Bitchy got the right sauce, if you with me, yes, one sauce, Teacher Dami Pulum Tefo, but it's Funi Kulu Lego, Funi Tanner Funi Gaza, Funi Bab, Aungulu Chip, I just gave it with the Etalad. Get a patini and camouflage, squad deep and the hella large. I just gave it with the entourage. Squad deep and the hella large. Squad deep, nigga, squad. Squad deep, nigga, squad. Squad. Squad deep, nigga, squad. Squad. Squad deep, nigga, squad. Squad deep, nigga, squad. Squad deep, nigga, squad. Yo, get me correct. And my checks are collect. I'm sipping my way. Get this pellet my weight. Yet, there's a shot of Jagermeister. I only see it. Litegele Balenciaga, lisoke flefen. Ichinega man, Naiman, no Kushalo case. Skip us a Prada, Rashile Kadiye, yay, Sambanga Sigis, ow, what's the matigit, ow, Nana's ticket, I will cut an limit. This is funny in the Mamayin, and the leg na so can malin, Siaba enter us can clapping, got the tail at Eswatini, Rocky Mahia looking like Roya, Takataki, Hila Masonga, Sakati, a PS at God, then I said, I just gave it with the entourage. Can a patini and camouflage? God deep in the hella large. I just gave it with the entourage. Squad deep in the hella large.